I like to.
Those are my favorite kind of secrets.
like to add, me personally, as a human, I've done this since I was in high school. I like to have a conversation with songs. So name a song. So like Creed. Can you take me higher?
Yeah.
If that was playing, because there's like a pause in between lines in songs. So he'd go, can you take me? And I'll turn to the person next to me and go, where to? To a place where blind men sing. What was that? Can you take me high? Like,
wow.
I said, what was the first thing you said? Can you? Like,
and you keep it going.
Where do you need to take me? Can I take?
They're like singing. They're singing.
I'm singing.
Say.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm the Ken Burns of their song.
Wow.
Like slow pan.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ken Burns did documentaries. I just thought it was a nickname for the guy. I thought it was the nickname for the guy in a movie because I edited movies before I knew who he was.
Man,
I didn't watch A&E. What am I 1,000 years old?
TLC.
My name's Grandfather, and I read World War II books.
Well, the books then got turned into movies by Ken Burns.
Oh, the guy who developed panning technology, zoom technology,
push and pan and pull.
Do you think
pick and pull?
Do you think him and Zoom are related because he made the Zoom?
Oh my gosh,
he got rich in the pandemic. He probably started the pandemic.
Zoom.
I had a guy.
By Ken Burns.
By Ken Burns. Zoom by Ken Burns, in which they named it after him. He developed it. I was at there's this like donut shop. Like really close. It's not connected to a gas station, but it's close to a gas station.
Randy's Donuts?
And Finn, Randy. And Finn likes to get donuts there sometimes if we're like, I can't find breakfast for him. He's like, can we get donuts? And I'm like, sure, let's go.
Yes.
And they have a biscuit there that I like. So I'll pull in. It's on the way to work and we'll get breakfast. And yesterday I stopped in and I was just like, he said something and I saw about COVID. And he's like, yeah, he goes, all the rich people developed that. He was like, he couldn't help himself. I go, really?
He couldn't help it.
I said, really? He goes, Jeff Bezos? Amazon made a lot. What do you know? We're staying at home and they're delivering at home. He became rich. I go, I think he had a lot of money beforehand, didn't he?
Wow.
He's like, yeah, but he planned all this. The rich people are controlling all this. I go, okay, lick my face.
You say shut up and dribble?
Shut up and dribble. Hey, speaking of shut up and dribbling, you know who's doing great?
Who?
At TikTok?
Who?
Joseph Tilley.
Oh, are we doing that? Are we going into it?
What are we talking about today?
I don't know. Brad Pitt.
Oh, Joseph Tilley. They say he is the Brad Pitt of podcast intro music.
Oh, I would concur.
It's true.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Tyler and Neil Explain Everything podcast. Now officially your fourth favorite podcast. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you go to patreon.com/explain everything to get exclusive episodes. Looks like we made it.
It does really look like we made it. How does that joke ever get old? Answer is no. Like, dude, this just summarized our relationship. This summarizes season 2. Where Joseph Tilley takes away the intro music. Neil holds up his iPad and goes,
this is not.
I've got notes.
No.
And I'm like, cool. So I'm trying to pull up the notes that Neil spent. Gosh, Neil.
When we were off camera, we mentioned something. We had a little conversation, Tyler and I did. And this one of my favorite segments is when Tyler reads notes that he hasn't read before.
Okay, at some point.
And at some point during this, we're going to have you do that. Yes.
Can I do? And I always do it from the tone of that TikTok that I like about her sister was a witch.
Yes. Please
Come on,
do that.
Doug.
Yeah.
It came down in a bubble, bro. Okay.
You going to tell me?
You're going to tell me that I'm wrong? Grow up, Doug.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Brad Pitts.
I've got my toboggan between my headphones, so it's like I don't know my volume. I was like, I just yelled and it didn't sound loud.
But it's not noise canceling now, is it?
Because I'm muffled.
I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
Take the muffles off. It's when the mask mandates went away. I heard somebody screaming, take it off the muzzle. I'm like, you can still talk with a mask on, you weirdo.
I know who you're referring to.
Okay, here we go. Moving on. Title. Why did you say title? Brad Pitt, Don't Hate Me, Tyler.
I typed that in right as soon as you were opening up the notes.
Because you did the notes? Hey. Okay.
Tyler will read anything that is on the teleprompter.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'll erase it.
So
I'll delete it.
No. Keep it. Can that be the title in
Brad Pitt, don't hate me, Tyler.
They'll be like, is that a new movie?
Yeah, it is.
So whenever, fun fact, I love Brad Pitt. Like love, not only do I love Brad Pitt, I feel like for a good, there's certain actors, they pick movies of a certain style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some actors that they'll be in anything because they need the money. Brad Pitt is at the point where he gets to pick and choose what he's in.
Yeah.
I feel like the personality of movies he picks are movies that I generally like.
Yeah. So Brad Pitt does that. Mr. Bean does it too. He's the kind of guy you're like, oh wow, that's a movie I want to see.
I would love Rat Race. Take me there, Mr. Bean.
So Brad Pitt, I would say, has a very wide range. There are some actors that they don't have as much of a range as what he does. I think he does comedy very well.
Yep.
He also knows how to make fun of himself.
But he can also be that stoic, handsome.
Oh my gosh,
handsome little devil.
Yeah, looking off into the distance.
The devil be busy.
The devil just be so
the devil's
busy
advocate.
sometimes.
The Devil's Advocate. He was in that.
Wow.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I bought it. Hey,
Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, wasn't that him and Harrison Ford?
I don't know. We're gonna find that out.
Yeah, look it up. Or maybe that's Keanu Reeves. Yeah, please see if I'm right. The Devil's Apprentice. What was it?
I think it's Keanu Reeves.
But search Brad Pitt Devil.
Al Pacino.
Search
Robert De Niro.
No, I didn't. Search Brad Pitt Devil. By the way, on that one podcast where you thought you said December and I thought you said September, who was right?
When I said what? Oh yeah, you were right. Yeah, no, you were right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
The one time I was right, put it in the books.
All I do is I typed
Devil Brad Pitt.
I typed in Brad Pitt Devil, and the first thing that came up was Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow.
I'm kidding. 100% kidding. Wow. It's the Devil's Own. And it's Harrison Ford.
That's what I was thinking. So I was pretty spot. I said Harrison Ford.
You were right on Brad Pitt.
And I said Harrison Ford. I said Devil.
We're gonna have to go back and listen to it. Okay, you did.
You think I said Robert De Niro?
I do, but I think it's only because
let's see who's right. What did I say? Because you said Robert De Niro. I knew I didn't say Robert De Niro. And I'm like, I guess I forgot.
First of all, his name's Bob. Bob De Niro.
Bobby D.
I was listening to an interview the other day, and somebody referred to Robert De Niro. Like, yeah, so I was talking to him, and Bob said he's going to whatever. I was like, well, man, stop showing off.
Yeah. Like, you don't know me like that.
I don't call you Taylor.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Devil's Own, 1997.
I had a guy. So Titus and I got a table at the card show, and I go in the card shop in Bryant quite often. A guy named Mike, he runs it. And we're sitting there, and I've bought stuff from him. I talk to him. I post videos, and I'll tag them on him and stuff. And he goes, I was like, and I couldn't do the card show last time, so I'd like to carry it over to this one. He's like, okay, cool. Let me put your name down on the thing. He's like, oh, Tanner. I'm sorry. Why do I always want to call you Tyler? I go, well, because that's my name.
Yeah.
And he said that to me. I was like, that's my name.
Oh, okay.
All right. Did you do the research?
I mistakenly looked here for a second. It's The Devil's Own is actually a story by Kevin Jarre, but I thought it said by Kevin James. I thought, well, that's a movie I don't want to see. I'd
be very intrigued.
Out of that one.
Pre-King of Queens, Kevin James directed movie. I used to organize my DVDs. I had like alphabetical, except for I had a Brad Pitt section where it was just all movies by Brad Pitt.
Chronological?
No. Well, yes. Yes, they were. I had Brad Pitt
evolution of Bradley Pitt.
I was like, okay, here you are, Thelma and Louise. And then he was in that one like cartoonish movie with Gwyneth Paltrow that I can't remember the name of. Cool World. Cool World. You remember that?
Yeah, with Kelly.
That's what I said. Kelly Applegate. Christine Applegate.
No.
Kelly Ripa.
No.
Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson.
No. Hang on. Dadgummit, what is her name? Hang on a second.
Can we play while you're doing that? Who do you think's older, Brad Pitt or Michael Jordan?
Kim Basinger.
Yeah, I don't care. Okay, so
oh my gosh,
that's terrible. She's great.
Can you read
who's older, Michael Jordan or Brad Pitt?
Michael Jordan.
How much older?
I mean, not by much.
They were born in the same year.
Really?
They're both 1963 because I know Michael Jordan's 1963.
Okay.
Because my kids and I talked about it this morning. Oh. And
okay.
And
topical.
But I would assume you're right because Brad Pitt's birthday is December 18th. There's really only 7 days left, so I'm assuming odds are
your odds are good.
In his favor.
You want to read the whole early and personal life section
with my voice?
Yeah.
The whole section? Okay.
Not much.
So here is the early and personal life of Brad Pitt, William Bradley Pitt, if you will.
You're telling me this entire time.
You're telling me I'm wrong, Doug? William Pitt? We're talking about William Bradley Pitt. Neil, do you understand that his first name is not Brad?
What?
His parents didn't call him Brad.
His name's Brad.
Not even Bradley. Wow. He was born December 18, 1963, bro. Michael Jordan came down in a bubble, bro. Her sister was a witch, born in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Craig Rochelle could have been his pastor, bro. Leaders eat last, bro. He attended Kickapoo High School. You think, what's the perfect name of a high school for a high school kid? Kickapoo, bro.
Kickapoo.
Pep rallies are sick, dude. You're going to tell me that I'm wrong? This guy played golf, football, golf, debate. You played golf twice. You played golf twice.
Sabotage.
He was on Debate Club. People say Brad Pitt doesn't talk in interviews because he's not smart. Debate me on that, bro. You're gonna tell me
Bella de ball.
You're gonna tell me him that he's wrong? He'll debate you, bro. Student government and drama club. Which one of those is most applicable? He was a baseball analytics guy. Didn't even play baseball. He attended the University of Missouri because he grew up in Missouri.
Wow.
Bro.
Whoa.
Left at 22 years old. Could have graduated at 22. That's how graduation works in 4 years. 2 credits shy of a journalism degree. Do you think he'll ever finish? Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Quit 2 weeks before graduation. Why? Why doesn't make any sense? That doesn't make any sense.
It's true.
If I'm as a college dean, like
I know.
I'm your administrator, like
I know.
2 weeks. That's a fortnight.
2 weeks.
A fortnight.
Sorry, I knew that one would get you really messed
It got
up
me
there.
amped, bro.
Yeah, I knew that would.
He came down in a chicken costume, bro. I keep saying, bro. El Pollo Loco.
This was a job he had.
Move refrigerators and appliances. I worked at AAA Appliance in high school.
You did?
We didn't work together. I worked with a guy named Adam. Yeah. He owns it now. Drove ladies of the night to bachelor parties. No question they touched his belly, bro.
Probably hurt their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put him in a bubble, bro.
Okay.
Grow up, Doug. Ladies married to her day. Let's go real. Let's go regular for this. Sorry, that's it. That's the section.
My cheeks,
I thought I was doing us a favor. I felt like I had reached the end of where I could stretch that, and it turns out it was the perfect time.
One of his first jobs, he dressed up in a giant chicken costume for the El Pollo Loco restaurant.
Yeah, that's the one that Gustavo Fring runs. Gus runs. Yeah.
His married life is really, really interesting. Dating life, very interesting. Very in the public eye.
Well, yeah, because
Us Weekly has made a lot of money off of him.
They've built a brand.
They have.
Off of following Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt dated Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more than that.
What?
They got engaged.
I did not know they got engaged.
They did.
That's like dating, but with an expensive piece of jewelry.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a promise. You got to keep it. Fun fact, did you hear after all that Me Too movement started, and what's his name? Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah.
Like he was exposed for all the horrible stuff he did. Gwyneth Paltrow came out with a story and talked about one of the times that like the dude, that Harvey Weinstein, like either made a comment to her about something she had to do to get a role or like made an advance on her. No, it was in a hotel room. He made an advance and he did like all the stuff and showed her some things he shouldn't have showed her. And it made her feel uncomfortable, but she left, like she got out of the room. She just got out. And she was dating Brad Pitt at the time. And she told him, Brad Pitt went down and confronted him and said something like, if you ever do anything like that to her again, like I will, and he's threatened him. Yeah. So, and it's crazy because it's like,
I didn't know that.
That's how long that dude was in the movie industry doing that kind of stuff. And just think of the countless people that didn't have Brad Pitt.
He's in jail, right?
Oh, I think you say he's in Troy. I was like, yes, Brad Pitt's in Troy. Yeah, I think he's in jail.
Okay.
He's got to be, right?
I would hope
Speaking of, did I tell you the other night, I rolled up on a dude at a house, like, ready to fight.
For real?
Am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
So Amanda's building houses, and we were cleaning out one of her houses like 9 p.m.-ish.
Okay.
And Finnick and Ezra in the car, we lock the car and have the car on, and they're, like, watching it. And I leave my phone in there so they can call me. And Amanda and I were cleaning the inside of the house. We just had to sweep it up for the floor guys to come. And Ezra calls Amanda's phone. I pick it up, and she's crying. And I was like, oh, my gosh. So I go outside, and I was like, what's wrong? She's just, like, bawling. And she said that a guy yelled at Finn and told him to come over to his house.
What?
And cussed at him and said a word. Said, like, H word or A word or something, H word's not a cuss word, but it's an honorable mention.
Okay.
And I was like, I was trying to get the story out of her, and I was like, he said, yeah, that guy, and they pointed the house across the street and said, that guy said, get the H over here or something. And I go, okay, Ezra, I made sure she was calm, and I was like, I'll be right back. And I rolled over. It's like pitch black. I rolled over to this dude's
No
house,
way.
knock on the door. He comes to the door, and I'm standing there. I was ready to throw hands, like straight
real?
up. And I was just like, do we have issues? And he was like, what's up? And I said, heard you were yelling some stuff at my kids. And he
No
said,
way.
no, I was yelling at my dog. My dog got out, and I was telling him, the dog started running over to him. And I said, get the H over here. And I said, okay, they thought you were yelling at them. And then he said, that's okay. And I was like, I didn't say sorry. And I left.
Wow.
I was ticked. And plus, I heard he made some rude comments about Amanda also.
Yeah,
But I'm
okay.
okay with it. It's funny. She's a grown up.
Man,
Like, it's whatever.
when somebody messes with your kids, it makes you.
Oh, it's the next level.
Yeah,
It's the next level.
that's no good.
Yeah,
Dang.
it was great. I was ready to gracefully and kindly
Party
say,
on.
hello, sir. I don't
Hello.
believe that's appropriate.
We're gonna have
Okay, back to Brad Pitt.
dueling with pistols.
Yeah, sorry. How long did they date, do you think?
They dated for 3 years.
Okay.
They got engaged and never got married. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Are they still engaged?
Are they still?
Yeah.
I know. I thought about that jokingly. Like, wait a minute. He had several other relationships since then.
Yeah.
Have you seen a photo of them?
Yeah.
With
They're both
with
very pretty.
Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow together with the exact same haircut.
Yes.
So it's 97. They're in an award show, and that their part is on opposite sides. Their hair is identical.
What
And
was
you're
he
like,
doing? Legends of the Fall or something?
No, he had long hair in that. So
He had long
hang
hair
on,
in
hang on. I can
Legends of
tell
the
you. I can tell you. 97.
Okay.
That was 7 years in Tibet time. That was after 12 Monkeys, 7 years in Tibet, going into Fight Club.
Okay.
So that
All
would've
great.
been
All three of those were
Yeah,
bangers.
yeah.
And he shaved his head for Fight Club or buzzed it.
classic.
Yeah. So they are still engaged. Is that what we were
Apparently
okay.
they are, because it
'Cause-
doesn't say they says they never got married.
That's how that works. Because I never broke up with Sarah Chandler in 5th grade when I moved from
Sorry,
Georgia to Arkansas.
Sarah.
So
Sarah looking for some.
Sarah, you need to if you're married, you need
man.
to let your husband know, like, we're kind of still dating.
We're still dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you ever not? You're like, okay, not dating. So the other famous people that he has dated or been married to, Jennifer Aniston.
Is that how many N's are in Aniston? It's a lot of N's. Is it Anniston? That's how you spelled it. Can I call you out for the work you did outside of this?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I think so.
Yeah, that's probably right. Okay. He learned Greek because he knew she had
I typed Jennifer because 2 N's in Jennifer, and then I put 2 N's. I should have just said Jeff Aniston. That would have been better.
It's
two,
fine.
2 F's, and
Hey,
it's fine.
look at all this work you did.
I'm fine.
You're-
Married for 5 years.
Okay.
He actually learned Greek because he thought and heard that she has, like, part of her family has Greek heritage, and she, like, knew a little bit about, like, Greek food. I'm not that the last part.
Like hummus.
Yeah. Tzatziki.
The Greek freak.
Yeah.
Hey, his
Oh.
guest appearance on Friends is one of the best guest appearances on that show.
It's and I didn't realize it was at the height of when. So it was also. So it would have been right there in the middle of when he was actually married to Jennifer.
Yeah, it
Aniston.
was. And he hated her in
And
the show.
He hated her.
So
in that
good.
show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That show's really good. That show is really good. Just so you know,
Friends
in case
is
you
pretty
were
good.
wondering, Friends is pretty good.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which one's better, Friends or Seinfeld? Say at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Friends. Really?
Yeah, I know that.
I thought you liked Seinfeld
I
more.
like Seinfeld, but it's not better.
I'm so proud of you, Neil.
I know things.
You're so.
I'm
never
not
been-
going to pick with my heart. Pick
Good-
with my finger.
Hey, I'm proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad. That's all I ever really wanted. Angelina Jolie. They were
Yeah.
only married for 3 years, which is crazy. So
because they
dated for a while.
And they had
a
kids
long
while they
time.
were like dating, right?
Yes, they have 6 kids altogether.
Do you think their kids ever called him Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Because that was the show, the movie they were filming when he split from Jennifer Lane. It was an emotional affair.
It was bad. 3 of his kids are adopted internationally, and 3
Okay.
of them they actually had
Okay.
together. So there are
That's
six.
6.
6 total. That's
According to Tarver Academy
that
YouTube
is it.
channel.
Yeah, that is it. Slope intercept.
Hey.
So charity and donations.
Oh.
He does a ton of good.
Yeah.
I remember him and George Clooney being on that the earthquake in Haiti relief thing for the Red Cross, which none of that money ever got to the people it needed to get to. But
Why
so
not?
so the Haitian government
Oh.
not good
Okay.
and has taken most of that money that came in from donations.
So it's not the Red Cross's fault. We can trust them.
Sure.
Okay. You don't, and that doesn't bode a lot of confidence with me.
Not. No. What you want to do is you want to get the money to the people that actually need it. You don't
Yeah.
want it to have to go through. But that's hard. How do you give away? So what they said, I figure how many billions came in for that Red Cross relief. They said if you had given the money directly to the people of Haiti, they each would have had close to $1 million
Oh my gosh.
after it was all said and done.
But they didn't get it.
No.
The government got it.
Yes. Where is that? I don't know.
Probably buying yachts.
Choo-choo. That's bad.
Choo-choo?
I was going to
Like
say
trains? They're buying trains. Is this code?
No, I
Blink
imagine.
twice if this is code.
So I imagine when people are really, really rich, they spend a lot of money on cheese, like cheese and wines. That's what I was getting ready to talk about, but I didn't want to go down that. But hey,
Here
we
we
did
are.
it. We did it. So I think they find cheeses and wines.
My rich person thing is yachts.
Oh
It's the
yeah,
ultimate luxury. Like you can't even just use a boat. It's
and
a yacht.
skiing.
Like boats are a luxury. Yachts are beyond.
You
a
can't even
luxury.
water ski behind a yacht.
No. But maybe.
You were like, no.
But you can hook a jet ski
I
up and you
mean-
can water ski behind a
Oh
jet
yeah,
ski.
yeah, you can.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Should we get a yacht? Can we get a company? How many Patreon subs
Hey,
do we
thanks
have?
to our Patreon subscribers.
Patreon subscribers. We're going to buy a
You
yacht.
knew it was headed there.
Your money is going to be donated to our yacht foundation.
So his charities are, he's given millions and millions of dollars to Doctors Without Borders, Global Action for Children, Hurricane Katrina. So he actually helped Global Green USA help plan and build suitable living for homeless people. And then the Jolie Pitt Foundation. You
They call
okay?
it, how's the Jolie Pitt Foundation doing now?
Not great. Not
Is that turned into Plan B
great.
production? Isn't that his production company?
It is. So, Plan B production is him and
Innocent.
yeah.
And then he took it whenever she.
yeah. In the divorce, he actually got all of it.
Yeah. Whenever I started laughing because
That's a
when you
terrible-
said he gave what's terrible?
Oh, that is Plan B. That's funny. Like
Yeah.
Plan B
it's
is after they-
unfortunate,
Yeah.
unfortunate name coincidence.
It's
It's like if you live in Louisiana, your name's Katrina. It's
oh,
like,
no.
They on
We go by your middle name.
Bradley.
Bradley.
Whenever you said he gave money to Hurricane Katrina, I just pictured him standing there throwing money at a hurricane.
He had one of those dollar bill shooters. Him and the Burger King.
Yeah.
King.
Okay.
No, he gave it to Global Green USA. Now, I do remember during all of that, he spent a lot of time. So he actually has a house there in not in Katrina, but in New Orleans.
Okay.
There's a lot of movie production that happens there. He has done a lot to help kind of revitalize that, but that's not really in our show notes.
Amazing.
His estimated net worth, how much you think?
Are we only allowed to talk about what's in the show notes?
No, you can say whatever you want to
Oh,
say.
I thought you said just now.
No, you say whatever you want to say, Tyler.
No, sir. Estimated net worth of around $300 million, bro.
Yeah. Okay. He has homes. Where's Holmes at?
I mean, he's got to have one in L.A.
Yeah, naturally.
Bryant, Arkansas.
I did it again.
What?
Naturally.
Naturally. Yeah. You know what my word is? My students pointed it out.
What?
Essentially. I say essentially a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. My students pointed out back when I was teaching, and I don't care.
Naturally,
So then I started
essentially.
saying it even more.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Where else? Where else is he at home?
Malibu, the Boo, Lonely Island. That episode we did recently. It just
Oh, that's
launched
right.
recently.
It did.
Goleta?
Yeah,
Isn't that a
that's a
cheese?
place.
That's a rich person cheese. Bennerville.
Yeah.
That's what the educator Michael Bonner calls his company, Bonnerville.
Bonnerville.
It's Bennerville.
Okay.
So he lives. He has an apartment next door to Michael Bonner.
Yeah. Naturally.
France, underpants.
Yeah.
And then New Orleans. Why is it? You know why New Orleans? Because they film a lot of movies in New Orleans.
I heard that. So do you
'cause of
say New
taxes.
Orleans or do you say New Orleans?
I say it correctly, New Orleans.
You say Colorado or Colorado?
Okay, so I just recently found out that some people say it wrong. Say Colorado.
Wow. I'm saying it wrong?
Yeah, if you say it like that, you do.
Colorado.
It's Colorado,
And is it New Orleans? Is it New Orleans?
New Orleans.
If I looked at the word Orleans, how would you say that?
Orleans.
No, you would not. Don't you dare. No way. Wait, let's play back that.
How would you say possum? How would you say that, Neil?
You're going to bring possum to compare this to
How
how
do
we
you say
actually.
knife, Neil?
I'm not saying
How do you
it's
say
right.
gnat, Neil? Don't use that as your argument.
Even
to be
my
able to
name
talk
doesn't
pretentious.
sound
no,
right.
I don't like it.
Okay.
Say it the way it's supposed to, not the
Okay.
way.
I'm sorry.
I checked it on a robot online, read it to me this way.
Dadgum. Okay, you want to talk about fun stuff, fun facts?
No, I want to sit here and have arguments about pronunciations.
Fun arguments about pronunciation.
What was the first thing you saw him in? First thing you saw him in? That you were like, that guy.
Oh.
Wow.
My.
What are these feelings?
So I remember my mom and my Aunt Linda and my Aunt Connie at the time went out and saw Thelma and Louise when we were in Albuquerque visiting family, and they came back and talked about it. But I hadn't seen the
Did they
movie.
like him?
They liked it. Yes, him.
He's a sweetie.
Yeah, yeah. They did. I think he's on screen for like he's not on there a lot.
12 minutes max.
I mean, more than Zendaya is in Dune.
Probably made less though.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah.
I watch Zendaya's for some reason because my kids share a YouTube channel with me. So I get there.
Oh, they're showing up.
So it popped up on my like recommendation, said Zendaya's first YouTube video. It was like 11 years ago.
Wow.
She's like, hey, this is a place for you to smile. She's good on camera. Which it makes sense because she's on camera.
It makes sense. Yeah, she's on camera.
Sorry. Okay.
Acting career started with he's on a soap opera called Another World. And this is 1987. This is his TV and acting debut. And then he actually plays a character named Randy on Dallas in 1988.
That's what you say.
It could not be a better name.
That's what you say is your name.
I did it at, what did I do? It was a coffee shop. I had to meet with somebody. You know how sometimes like you try and keep things, we even joke around about like I try and keep things under wraps a lot of times because my head is going way faster than what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah.
And I went and took somebody out, like a pretty substantial business guy the other day. We went and got coffee and I said, can I put a name on the order? I said, Randy. Oh my gosh, what have I done? And I just slow turned and looked at him. And he just goes like tilting his head at me and I just did not address it.
You didn't?
No, I didn't say a thing. Couldn't say it.
Okay.
It was embarrassing.
No, it's not.
I welcomed him into my world.
It's the way he would have wanted it.
His first movie, I didn't know this. His first movie was in 1980. It was called The Dark Side of the Sun. It was shot in pre-war Yugoslavia. He was paid $1,523 for 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
That's pretty good pay.
For like a first-time movie?
$1,500 for 7 weeks in the 80s?
In your first movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your experience? I've been a Randy.
Yeah, I would. Tell me some of your other roles, Randy. So Thelma and Louise actually comes after that.
That was his big breakthrough, right?
Yeah.
That was when everybody's like, that guy.
Yeah,
he's pretty.
So does he have his shirt off in this movie?
I don't know. If he does, it doesn't impress Shania Twain much.
No. You gonna sing it?
Nope. No. Nope, I'm not.
No, he's not. His character that he played was JD. Now I do remember A River Runs Through It. I saw it in the theaters.
I don't think I saw it because it's like pretty rough and I was 7, but I remember like the movie trailers.
Yeah.
I remember him from it. Kiefer Sutherland was in that, wasn't he? No, who was Robert Redford. Who's his brother?
Robert Redford's in it. Oh, dang it. He's the guy that played in like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
He's the guy that was also in One Tree Hill. I know you're talking about.
He's the same guy that does Navy SEALs right now on TV, on CBS. That my dad is the only human being that watches it.
Your dad drives a Tesla. He doesn't watch it.
I can't really think about who it is. So
it was a good movie.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's a little depressing.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a rough ending to it. So he actually learned how to fly fish, which is Robert Redford. That was one of his. He did another movie called Sneakers. It's still one of my.
That Brad Pitt did it?
No, Robert Redford did. And he's in it and he helped direct it. And it's so good. It's like they need to break into this place to get this thing. And they were going against this bad guy. And he directed this one around the same time. It's about fly fishing, these two brothers and their father's relationship with these fly fishing. So he taught himself how, took lessons. And then on rooftops in Hollywood, he would practice fly fishing and fly casting up in the city.
I love it. I love that he was
pretty committed to it.
enough.
I mean, that's early on too. It's like nobody told him, "Hey, you have to do it." They're like, "We can fix that in post."
It's like you got to learn these skills. They're like, "No, dude, just stand there. You're super attractive. Just
stand in the river,
run, and have a good, healthy diet. Like that's all you got to do, and you're fine."
Yeah, eat fresh.
We'll fix it in post.
Eat whole. Yeah, 1994, Interview with a Vampire
and Legends of the Fall. Those are two.
Oh my
bangers.
gosh, yeah.
Like those are both big timers.
So they have. So I didn't see Legends of the Fall. Gina at the time, she went and saw it with a friend of hers. She was like, "It's so depressing." It was really. But he had long hair in that one. It's like one of the first. Like, oh my
terrible.
gosh.
Can I ask a question? You've seen it, right?
A hairbrush runs through what?
That's pretty good. He practiced brushing his hair on the rooftop.
Yeah, only during golden hour.
Why don't we ever talk about how sensual Head and Shoulders commercials used to be? Like they were like,
oh gosh,
no herbal essences. It was intense.
My brother-in-law, he only used herbal essence, and the first time I did it, I started making fun of him. I'm like,
yeah. Well, there's only one reason he's using it, and it's like, chill, bro. Like we know why you're using it. Chill. Hey, question.
Yes.
That I've already forgotten. What was it? What were we just
I don't know. We're talking about
Legends of the Fall.
Legends of the Fall.
You've seen it, right?
No, I've never seen it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Never mind.
Why?
Because I was going to ask you a question, but now it's ridiculous.
Is it are there spoilers?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So no.
Dang it.
The very end of the
It's
movie.
like a war. It's like not war, but they live like out in the country, right?
Yeah. Yes. There's a war at the beginning. Stuff happens in that. Then they go back and live in the country, and then it's like the repercussions of what they did then. And then there's like a bunch of stuff that happens. And
okay. Jeff Goldblum's in it, right?
No. Why did you say that?
That's the first person I could think of. First person I could think
I'm
of.
sitting there thinking, did I miss that?
Did I miss it? What?
No.
Yeah. No, Jeff was his dad.
No.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
So Interview with the Vampire I didn't realize the all-star cast that thing has. Think about that. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, William Bradley Pitt, Kirsten Dunst, my least favorite actress, Christian Slater, not Christian
He died, didn't he?
Bale. No, he's alive.
Are you sure?
In real life?
Yeah.
No, he's alive and kicking.
Really? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
I'm positive.
I believe you.
He was in Mr. Robot and a lot of other shows. He's on one that's right now on Peacock about a doctor who kills a bunch of people. And Antonio Banderas. I did not realize that was him.
Yeah.
Does Antonio Banderas do the Flonase commercials?
I mean, if we've ever had a more important question on this podcast, I don't think it has been stated. Is Antonio Banderas, and I think the cat version.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Flonase's Nasonex B is, it's Antonio Banderas. Okay.
That's
wow.
incredible.
I feel like it helped me. That's all I needed to know. I don't care about the rest of these.
Wrap it up.
You're telling me.
You're going to tell me that I'm wrong?
1995. 95. How many years since 95?
Oh, it's been 26?
Okay.
Oh, no, it's 22. So 27.
Okay.
I forgot what year it was.
Yeah. That has been a long time. So I literally just saw 7 last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I feel like it's one of those movies that once you know what happens at the end, you're like, okay, whatever. But that movie's dark.
Yeah, man.
My
it's intense.
Lord.
It's crazy. I was reading something because that came out when I was 12. So I didn't, well, no, wait. When was it? 12. What year? Where are we? Where is it?
Yeah, 95.
95. So I was 10. So
you weren't seeing that.
No, I didn't see it in theaters. Thank goodness.
Mom.
I wasn't allowed to see Cable Guy because it's a dark comedy, Tyler. Watch it behind her back.
Oh.
I told my dad later. And then he later told me, he told my mom. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
I'm still working through these things. So in 7, so you've got like Morgan Freeman, Gwyneth Paltrow, you've got Brad Pitt. And in the movie, they're trying to find this person who's committing all these crimes.
Yeah.
You're like well into like act 2, like over halfway through the movie.
Easily.
And then Kevin Spacey,
Yeah.
one of the other top actors,
Yep.
is in it. And they said they kept him out of everything. They didn't put his name on any of the credits.
Oh, really?
The internet went around, so it was harder to like find things out.
Okay. The internet wasn't around in then?
I mean, it was. It's been around for 10 years.
It wasn't.
But
Okay.
it wasn't like the open internet like it is now.
Okay.
Like people just making like pennants for baseball teams. That's what I did on the computer first. Print them off. Here's a pennant, paper. So anyways, so it was like a
kept
huge
him out of
surprise when he rolled into it. And when he showed up on screen, it like blew everybody's mind.
When you know that it's him, so I went into the movie knowing it was him.
Yeah.
But I was like, where the heck is Kevin Spacey at?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, dang, it's definitely him. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
He's a great actor.
He
He's
is.
a terrible human. But
I just saw a movie. I rewatched. So sometimes at night when I can't sleep, I prop my iPad up and I'll watch a movie while I fall asleep.
yeah.
And I watched Baby Driver, which is a great movie.
Yes.
And
It's an
I rewatched
amazing-
it. I've watched it before.
The Usual Suspects is.
I've never seen it. We literally had this conversation.
I know, but you need to go watch it.
I haven't watched it in a week. No.
You have to watch it.
Okay.
97, 7 years in Tibet.
You know
came out.
what?
No,
I'll
we,
watch
we
it.
skip. We skipped 12 Monkeys.
I'll watch
You're
it.
gonna watch it?
You're listening to
Thank
all
you.
7 Harry Potter books for
Thank
me.
you.
I can watch the one movie for
I'm
you.
reading all of them, and then I'm watching the movies in sequence.
Yeah.
I'm 3/4 of the way through. I have 4 days.
And then we're going to do
finish the
another
book.
podcast.
Or it has to go. Yeah,
on
we'll
Harry
do another
Potter.
one.
Good.
I saw Ravenclaw
License
plate the other day.
And you were like, I know what that means.
I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that. 95 came out 12 Monkeys. This is his really first big breakout performance. So he got an Academy Award nomination and he won a Golden Globe for the best performance by a supporting actor.
Yeah.
I think the Golden Globes are going away, by the way.
Why?
I
They
think
were the
they
funny ones.
Yeah, they are funny, but that's just because they're irreverent in how they do it. But the Golden Globes are just so much attack for no inclusion, no all sorts of stuff. It's bad.
But they let
And-
Ricky Gervais do it, and he's British.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced British.
British.
But he also they're talking about not doing them in person again, doing them virtually. I think they're a combination of culture and also COVID stopping it.
Okay.
97. Did you see 12 Monkeys?
Mm-hmm.
I never saw
it's
the
good.
whole thing. I saw
I did.
most of it.
It was good. You need to watch it.
It's Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah, he
Is
says
it Bruce Willis when he still cared?
yes.
Okay, because
Cared with haired.
okay.
Actually, I think he was bald.
he had
hair.
7 years in Tibet. Did you see it?
Yes. I told you I loved.
yeah,
I went through a
oh,
whole
yeah, well,
run in college where I
He
watched
got in a
everything.
lot of trouble for this.
Really?
In China, yeah. So in China, actually, he's banned. He cannot go back to China.
Oh my
So there is a commercial that is a Toyota Altis commercial that only airs in Asia. It's not a. It's never going to make it to the U.S. and it's banned in Malaysia and China because Malaysian men are they're actually intimidated by Brad Pitt. And so the Malaysian government said that if we show this commercial too many times, people will feel inferior to Brad Pitt. And so we can't show it. I'm like, Rick, you're not wrong.
You know what? That's
Not
a great
wrong.
call by the Prime Minister of Malaysia. That's from Zoolander. Sorry.
It's good. That was good.
Okay.
So he is banned from entering into China since 97. And they won't play his commercial there either.
Wow.
Yeah. He plays what is it? An Austrian mountaineer, 7 years in Tibet. Yeah. So in 97, now we're getting into when he is starting to book. There's no more memory on. There's no more on
My
the memory
card.
card.
All right, keep talking.
Do you want to do that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
keep going.
I'm going to talk about your favorite one, which is Fight Club. You want me to not?
No, it's my favorite one.
That is your favorite one of everything he's ever done. That's your favorite.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that Ocean's 13 is not your favorite one.
You're going to tell me that I'm wrong? Yes, it's my favorite
Can we play this while we'll do this a little bit? Hang on. We'll do this. He's not actually going Tinkletown. Tyler's still here. He's in the room with us, but he's changing the SD card in the camera. Could we have edited this out? Maybe. We're not as much about the high production value. We're more about the approachability. Tyler's now thumbing through a loose leaf binder, looking for ways to draw an SD card. You're telling me.
She came down in a bubble, bro. I'm sorry.
This is actually this is unofficial. This is like this music is being broadcast illegally right now because this is actually the Tinkletown with Tyler music that is playing, and unfortunately he's not actually going Tinkletown. He's still working on the camera. Is it not the right card? Oh my gosh, we got another one. Okay, I'm going to talk about Fight Club because it's 1999. Also Prince, but whatever. I don't want to.
I was in 8th grade.
Your party like it's 1999. So he plays. What? Okay, Tyler. What role did he play? Who was he?
Tyler Durden.
Tyler Durden.
Narrators. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Narrators. Alter ego.
The narrator's alter ego. David Fincher directed this, which later on would go in. David Fincher also directed The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Also directed 7.
Yes. So this is the second movie that he had been in with David Fincher. This one, I would say equally as dark. Yeah.
Dark comedy.
Dark comedy. This isn't the one with Jim Carrey though. So no. So no, not a cable guy. Okay. He actually took lessons in boxing, taekwondo, and grappling. Grappling, Tyler.
How does that apply to
Your
this
headphones
stuff?
are over there.
Sorry,
Grappling.
guys. We should have edited.
They had to grapple. He
Yeah.
learned how to grapple.
Like wrestling. He just wanted to destroy something beautiful. Hey, here's the deal. That doesn't fit. He did that to Jared Leto. Morbius. So here's the deal. Fight Club is the 3rd greatest movie ever made. Okay.
Oh.
Thank you, guys. This is intense.
Okay.
Like
This is
camping.
intense.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
It was the #1 favorite movie. I borderline became obsessed with this movie in college. I literally had a routine. I worked at Parker Hydraulics, you know, the hydraulic that lifts a dump truck. I used to have to clean those out and every day. And my hours from like 6 a.m. to 2.
What?
And at 2 o'clock, this was my routine for like an entire month. I would get off of work at 2. I would go work out. I would go to my house and I would watch Fight Club every day. And I'm
Every
talking
day.
like the extended. I've got the regular DVD, and then I've got the extended DVD, and I would watch that.
Wow.
And then I start after like a week or two of watching the movie all the way through. I would watch it with each of the different commentaries. So I'd watch it with the directors talking over it. I'd watch it with actors
What?
talking over it. There's like 3 or 4 different versions on the like deluxe version.
I did not realize
Deluxe
this.
247, son. And I would watch it every day. It was my favorite movie for probably 7 years, and then Hot Rod came out. That became my favorite movie for about 9 years. I may be over exaggerating the year amounts. And then Spider-Man came out, and it was the best one. So, but Fight Club is an incredible movie. It's rated R, so you shouldn't watch it because there's
No.
cursing. And I don't want you guys to hear a curse word.
Hey,
This is a children's program.
so he volunteered to have his
Don't
teeth
change the subject.
chipped in this movie.
He chipped his teeth for it. It's
Yes.
not like Jim Carrey that
Yeah.
has a chip.
Yeah, he had his teeth chipped, and then after finishing, the reason why he said, "Listen, I can always get my teeth fixed. I want to have a chipped tooth for this movie." I mean, that's commitment.
That is commitment.
That's amazing.
And they just wait here. Well, Edward Norton's in it. He had just been in American History X.
Oh,
Curb
you're
stomping.
right.
He
Yeah.
curb stomped Brad Pitt.
Whoa!
That's how it happened. That's terrible. I will not watch American History X. I own it. Will
I
not watch it
won't.
because I
I've
heard
never
about
seen
that
it.
scene.
I've never seen it.
I can't watch that scene.
I can't see it.
he
That's not the only movie that he did in 1999.
did Being John Malkovich.
He is an uncredited role.
What does he do? I've never
in
seen the
Being
movie.
You have never seen Being John Malkovich? It's like
Isn't that where people walk through a closet and then they become John Malkovich?
yeah. You kind of crawl through, and you on the other side you come out. You're actually in his brain.
As
You
he's an
see-
actor, right?
Yes.
In the movie, he is
Yeah.
John Malkovich.
Yes, he's himself in it. But then when you actually leave, so John Cusack, who else is in there? There's a couple other people in it. What's funny is when you leave his mind, it dumps you out like off of an exit ramp, like right in the middle of LA. And also,
Is it funny?
bloop. It's crazy.
Okay.
Cameron Diaz. Am I right on that?
I don't know. Is Keanu Reeves in that? I made that up. It's John Cusack. I get them mixed up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Guys with weird pacing when they talk.
Yeah.
Hey, but so what does he do in the movie? Is he like acting on a movie with John Malkovich?
I don't know.
Is he Matt Damon in this universe
it
in
is
Rounders?
It is Cameron Diaz.
I'm a terrible
Let me see
actor.
this. Let me.
Sorry.
Let's see here. Brad Pitt being John Malkovich movie.
Being John Malkovich.
I don't know how. Hang on a second here. Being John Malkovich.
Could
Brad
they
Pitt.
come out with a sequel called Being John Malkovich 2?
Yeah.
The Return of John Malkovich?
TOO. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Yeah.
Naturally.
It was directed by Spike Jonze.
Jonesy.
He has a half-second long cameo as a miffed star in the documentary who seems to be on the verge of saying something.
Yeah. So it's kind of like his appearance in Deadpool 2
Yeah.
when he was the Invisible Man, and it
Yes.
just literally just glances his face.
barely there.
So that's awesome.
so funny.
He's good at funny. I feel like
He knows-
he seems like a fun dude. Like I feel like he's done a lot of stuff for his buddies. Like he did that for Ryan Reynolds because they're friends.
Yeah.
Like he does stuff like cameos and stuff
very funny.
just because his buddies are like, "Hey, can you help me out?" He's like, "Sure," because he knows his name carries a level of like comedic time. Like it just adds a level to it.
Yeah. Year 2000, 2001 is where it starts to get really, really crazy for him. So
Okay.
year 2000, he had actually seen a movie called Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It's a Guy Ritchie movie.
And isn't Jason Statham in that one too?
Yes.
Okay.
Jason Statham.
Did I say it wrong?
No, it's funny. There's a meme where somebody's trying to say his name, and it's very funny.
Sounds hilarious.
After seeing that movie, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, he went to Guy Ritchie because they are friends, and he said, "Listen, I want to be in your next movie." And he said, "Okay, I'm working on a movie called Snatch." And so he agreed to put him in as Mickey, the One Punch Pikey, is
Yeah.
what his name is.
Which is like a gypsy. It's bare knuckle
yes.
boxers.
He is famous though because you can't understand a word
No.
that he says,
Guy Ritchie wanted him to play a bigger part.
and he couldn't do it.
He said he didn't want to do it.
Oh,
He said, "I don't want to do it. I
Really?
want to be this guy."
okay.
Which,
So he's
was
supposed to
perfect.
have an Irish accent.
yeah.
But the reason why he does that accent that you can't understand him is because he couldn't get the accent down. So he is talking nonsense
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah. That's what we quoted that in a previous podcast.
We did.
We said, what podcast was that? That was the, what episode?
I think it was.
Would You Rather? Would You Rather episode.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because he
I
said
did that ahead of time.
dog,
Yes. Yeah.
dags.
Yeah. Dags.
Yeah. Because he's like, they're like, they raise dogs. He goes,
Every dags. Dags.
you like dags? And they're like, what? Dags. You like
Dags.
dags. And then the guy's like looking at him because he can't understand him. He goes, yeah, I like dags. Like caravans more because he wants to talk about selling a caravan or buying a caravan.
So after 2000 is when this is really all
Snatch
told.
is a great movie, by the way. It's underrated.
It's underrated, yeah.
So good.
There's a really great slow.
And
I like
he's
Guy
amazing
Ritchie's
in it.
directing and editing style.
So good.
It's really, really stylistic.
Snatch 2, they made that.
For real?
Yeah, it's called Sherlock Holmes 2 with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
It's the same movie.
Guy
Go ahead,
Ritchie.
sorry.
So in 2001, he was in The Mexican with Julia Roberts. And
Yeah.
it's not like high profile or whatever.
It's so much different than most of the guys he plays. Most of the guys he plays are like confident, like they fit what he looks like. He's attractive, strong dude who's probably confident in real life. He looks like confident guys. In The Mexican, he's like a screw up. Like he's a screw up the whole time. And so
that's true. Well, that's acting because I don't feel like he is that.
Yeah.
In 2001, also what came out was Spy Game with Robert Redford. You're like,
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
I
That's pretty
remember that. That's his
Okay.
second time working together because they did. It's underwhelming.
I wasn't a huge
Well,
fan.
maybe if they got a river to run through it, it would have done better.
Yeah.
Ocean's 11 is when that one came out.
Okay.
That is the first. And so this is Steven Soderbergh's remake of a Rat Pack heist. They did it. It's like, what's the 60s, I think, is when that. So that movie, I was like, oh, this is the perfect ensemble cast.
No connection to Mr. Bean's Rat Race, correct? The cinematic.
Oh, that is a callback.
Yeah.
And that is good.
I love
that is very good. This is also the year that he was on Friends. So this is in this year, he had 3 movies came out and had just finished up the previous year being in Snatch.
And he's on every magazine at every
oh
supermarket.
my gosh,
ever.
yeah.
The peak magazine time.
Because
he's on 'em.
dating and married to
the other biggest female, the biggest female star in the world.
Right. Jeff Aniston.
Jeff Aniston.
So there's a bit of a gap there, but in 2004 is when Troy comes out.
Yep.
That's not the only movie that came out that year. It was also Ocean's 12,
Bingo.
which was not good.
You don't like it?
No, it's such a weird editing style.
Yeah.
It was like, it's one of the first movies where the sequel, I thought, oh no, why did they do
That's
this?
the one with the French guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then Ocean's 13 was amazing because it went back to the same style of.
Do you gamble? I don't gamble.
No.
And especially not with people's lives.
No. Oh, wow.
That's a good Brad Pitt
That
line
is good.
in
That is a
Snatch
good
13, or in not Snatch 13, Ocean's 13.
Troy. Oh, sorry, Troy. There it is. Troy.
Yeah, I like dags.
Dags.
Like caravans more.
Troy is pretty incredible.
I thought it was great.
I mean, my gosh, the amount of training he did for that one. He put on 20 pounds of
Muscle.
pure muscle.
And he did like 50 push-ups before they started rolling every single time.
I don't
Just because he looked
blame
more
him.
jacked.
Wow.
It
worked.
Can we not do foot race on this one?
Oh my gosh, you're
Yeah.
right. We have to do foot race in this.
Okay.
We have to.
Okay.
You're right. I didn't think about that. 05. So this is around 2004 is when he and Angelina Jolie are getting married and
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. comes
Mr.
out.
and Mrs. Smith.
Great
yeah.
movie, too. That was a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
It was solid.
They did a good job. We actually did a sketch comedy in student ministry with 2 people that were actually dating and about to get married, and we had them on a couch doing that whole interview thing back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they were living secret lives. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. 2006 was Babel. Did you see that one?
Yep, I did.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh my gosh, heart-wrenching, brutal. Golden Globe nomination. And he also produced, and this is the thing that I don't know if a lot of people realize, he actually likes producing more than he likes acting.
Why is that, you think?
I think there's a turn where a lot of actors like to produce or direct because they know they can't be in front of the camera anymore. So this is 06. This is a good solid 10 years after 7. This is 11, 12 years after 7 happened. It's not that he's not in his prime anymore, but he knows you can actually have more impact in producing than you can just being in movies. So he produced The Departed.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, okay.
Naturally.
That's what essentially in 2007 is when Ocean's 13 came out. And that was a much more of a true to form kind of back to who they really were. So in 07, the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford came out. Did you see it?
Yeah. Casey Affleck when he...
Yes.
Robert Ford.
I saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Did you see it in theaters?
I don't think so.
Okay, so this is also his favorite movie that he's ever been involved with.
Really?
It's also the one that is the worst performing movie he's ever been involved with. It made $4 million at the box office.
Oh gosh! So apparently, no.
11 of those dollars are
both
mine.
I would say if we both went to the movie, we would have gone over that.
It would have gone. I love that movie. It is painfully slow. It's like one of those where you go,
but
okay,
it's good.
This is an artsy movie. This is more of a. It felt like an indie movie, which is probably one of those. I'm like, oh, this is what an indie film actually looks like. This is way before A24 and any of those other movie theaters came out or movie production houses. I don't want to get caught later on when I listen to this later on and realize I said something about September.
Naturally.
And September 24th. 2008. Do you remember? Did you see this movie?
Benjamin Button?
Yeah. Did you see it in the
I
theater?
really liked it. No. Why has he got to judge me on the theaters?
No, I just didn't know. I didn't know if you were a true fan. Or
wow. Wow.
If he really went to see it. This one is David Fincher's one. I didn't know that. I didn't realize it. Because think about the range that dude has.
David Fincher?
Yeah.
Or
David Fincher.
I mean, because Brad Pitt's range was like 88 to 4 years old.
That's very good. That was very good.
Thank you.
Oscar nominated. Won 3 Academy Awards for this thing. Oh, they won Best Picture.
Did he win an award? Best actor?
I don't know. You could probably find out faster than I can.
Okay.
I don't know. Why does it say battery exhausted?
I don't know. That must have
don't
gotten
know
unplugged.
either. I don't know either.
Okay. This is a great recording.
That's okay. In 2008, Burn After Reading came out.
What'd you think about that?
I only went to see it because I saw him in the trailer. Because that gif of him doing the dance move when he's like this is that's the only reason why anybody went and saw it. And can we say spoilers? Are we allowed to say spoilers?
I mean, we do it all the time.
It's terrible what I'm about to say. He gets shot in a way that is as shocking as The Departed was for me.
Well, do you think it's because he produced The Departed?
I wonder. Yeah, he produced it. It was like, oh my gosh. That one was one of those in the movie where you're like, oh gosh. Oh, so I watched a movie recently that had that kind of an ending to it. I was like, oh my gosh, no, I didn't see it coming.
Can we talk about it?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. We can't. The Power of the Dog. We could say it. Power of the Dog is just crazy. It'll be up for an Academy. I think it's actually Academy. Yeah, it's Oscar nominated this year. We should do an Oscars 2022. Who we think is going to win what Academy Awards?
That's what the people want, Neil.
Do you people want that? Do you people want that? So Burn After Reading was also in 2008. Those things both came out in the same year, but they did not do as well. That one. That's a Coen Brothers, right? Yeah, Burn After Reading is Coen Brothers.
Yeah. It was a trip. Remember that George Clooney?
Yeah. 2009. Do you want to read that one? Do you want to read what the title is of that one?
2009.
Yeah.
No, Inglourious B Words.
Okay. I'm trying to get him to do it.
Yeah, you know how he got signed up for that, right?
No.
He was at a party and he was talking to Quentin Tarantino and he had been drinking a little too much.
No.
And Quentin Tarantino asked him while he was a little inebriated if he'd be in it, and he didn't remember he agreed to it, but he wanted to honor it because he had said it. And so he's like, all right, well, I got this movie I'm going to put you in. And he picked the guy he wanted, but he couldn't do the accent, so that's why he has that strong Southern accent. It's because he couldn't do those other accents.
He can't do it.
No,
You're
so
right.
they put him as that.
Apparently he can't do accents.
Yeah. Him and I both. I'm the Brad Pitt of accents.
I love when you do accents.
Yeah.
2010 is Megamind, one of my kids' favorite movies.
Yeah, it's okay. That's Will Ferrell, isn't he?
Spiders. Yeah. Will Ferrell, and he plays Metro Man. 2011, Tree of Life.
Do you like it?
Slowest movie on planet Earth.
Pretty slow.
I loved the visuals, couldn't stand the pacing of it. It was like, oh my gosh.
It was Rami Malek, right? What was that guy's name? Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick.
But Rami, who am I thinking of?
Terry Malick is what we call him.
Rami Malek. Isn't he the Mr. Robot? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right.
Queen. Yeah.
So I was 100% right.
Yep. He also he was in Moneyball in 2011. He plays Billy Bean.
That's a good one.
I love.
He did a good job
Moneyball.
in that.
Love it.
So good. Chris Pratt is in that. He's the first baseman.
Yeah. It's one of those things you go, oh wow, he's got some range to him. He's not just funny guy Andy.
No.
World War Z came out in 2013.
Yep. A lot of reshoots.
Man.
Yeah. Jack from Lost is in it for 10 seconds.
You're right.
You know, because he was originally going to have an affair with Brad Pitt's wife in Act 3, but
Angelina
everybody
Jolie?
got ticked. No, his wife in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can now. But
it's not an affair, actually.
yeah,
now.
you see, like you're sitting there and they redid the whole third act because everybody hated it. And so they literally had hundreds or tens of millions of dollars worth of reshoots. And you're watching the movie now, and then they're like, they're getting on a plane. And you're like, is that Matthew Fox?
Yeah.
Like you got an
On a
A-list
plane again?
Yeah, this is. Oh gosh, he's getting on a helicopter. But he's helping Brad Pitt's wife on there, and it turns out like in the original one, he like has an affair with Brad Pitt's wife, but they cut all of it out. So he's really just helping her on a helicopter.
That's crazy.
It's wild, man.
So the book is better than the movie.
Oh, the book's incredible.
Yeah,
Have you read
the
it?
book is way better, yes.
But it's different. Like the book is really just a compilation of short stories of people's experiences during the zombie stuff. And it takes place 10 or 15 years after.
I think they're making a sequel to this.
Oh, good.
They're trying to.
The movie,
I don't know if it's actually going to happen.
most terrifying zombie movie, most terrifying zombies ever. World War Z.
They're so fast.
Too fast. It's like them and then I Am Legend, but at least in I Am Legend you have like the
You
daylight.
can stay out the daylight. But if you're allergic to sunlight,
Yeah,
you don't
would
go
you
around
rather?
it. 2014, Fury, Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman,
Yep.
John Bernthal, Punisher.
Man, that's a solid cast.
Yeah, Michael Pena. Yeah,
All
I
five of
love
those dudes.
Michael Pena.
So good.
Michael Pena he's in Traffic. Never mind, he's not in Babel. He's in Traffic.
Isn't Michael Pena, isn't he the dude from Marvel? Isn't he Ant-Man's buddy?
Yeah, Ant-Man's buddy.
Fun fact. Do you remember, well, one, he's great at his stories that he does. You know, he'll do the story and it goes through it. I love that. It's like a YouTube video. And then,
it is.
But here's the other cool thing if you watch it. You probably know this. In that, you know, he gets, Paul Rudd gets punched or whatever. He has to fight the big dude and then they hug. It's like the beginning of Ant-Man. He gets in a fight with a big dude in prison, gets punched.
Yeah.
He lets him leave. They hug. You know, it's like, okay, so they were fighting out of friendship. Well, they leave and Michael Pena says, yeah, I'm the only other person to ever knock that guy out with one punch. Every time in the next like 2 Ant-Man movies, every time you see Michael Pena in the Marvel universe, and he gets in a fight, he always knocks people out with one punch.
Why is that? Is he a superhero?
It's just like his thing. It's his thing in the show.
Dang it.
He's known for it because he made that comment, and now he backs it up with every time he one punches somebody.
I want him to be a superhero. I want him to be a superhero. He is.
He is to me.
Fury was amazing.
Yeah,
it was brutal though.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf, he went like full method. Like they said they couldn't sit in the tank with him because he smells so bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because he wouldn't shower.
2015, The Big Short. He produced it. Got a Best Picture nomination.
He's in it, isn't he?
Yes, but he also produced it.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Christian Bale. Yeah,
Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell. I've never watched it.
It's like the whole Don't Look Up.
Oh, cool.
Kind of concept right now, where you're learning something. It's a comedy, but that's what Adam McKay is doing.
Yeah, Adam McKay, like the vice principal, vice president, the Dick Cheney,
Principal Skinner.
Yeah.
So 2018, he's in Deadpool 2, The Vanisher. He's in Vanisher for
he's there for like half a second.
Yeah, half a second. And then 2019, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He plays Cliff Booth.
He did a great job.
He did it. He won an Oscar for it.
That's his Academy Award.
That's his Academy Award.
Now he won it as a producer of 12 Years a Slave, but
yeah,
he definitely got that.
Did I not say 12 Years a Slave?
Well, he wasn't. Oh, he was in it. He was in that. Remember, he was the guy who's not racist.
Yeah.
He actually was a hero.
I'm looking back over here. I must have skipped that in the notes. Yeah. It is. It was, so this in 2011 is when he did Tree of Life and Moneyball. He produced 12 Years a Slave in that time frame as well. And then 2019, Ad Astra. Did you see it?
Yep.
That freaked me out. There were a couple of freak me out.
Which part? The silence of the fight on Mars when they're riding?
No.
What freaked you out?
That was on the moon.
Was it? Oh, the moon. Sorry.
And no, it's when he goes onto that ship and he sees that somebody is dead, and then that monkey or that. Oh my!
I don't remember that scene that much.
That's the one. It literally scared. I yelled in the theater because I only go to the theaters to watch my movies and while I'm on a plane. I
only steal mine from 123movies.co.
So it's like that movie. I get the expanse of space most in that movie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of other movies where they don't show you, like, you don't realize how small you are.
How long is he on? Because he goes to Saturn, right? How long is
Neptune.
Neptune. How long is he traveling in the movie to get there?
I mean, the whole movie.
I know, but I mean, like,
I don't know. It's
how long
years.
would it take?
It's
like,
years.
Okay, it's multiple.
Yeah,
Isn't it like 9 years?
Yeah, it's
to get
a very,
there?
very long time. And his dad, think about it, like, well, we even joked around about it, how long it takes for the light from the sun to get it, but how long it would take you to travel from point A to point B.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
His dad's messages that he got were 9 years ago. I can't remember what somebody texted me earlier today, let alone no.
I probably haven't seen it yet.
It's okay. Next up, he has movies. The Lost City. We talked about that. That is actually coming out. That is Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. Remember he?
What? I didn't say anything.
The Lost City. He's in that one. He plays.
Sorry, I
plays
licked my microphone. We were making eye contact for too long.
He is too long. He's playing in Babylon and Bullet Train. Those are the movies that are coming up in 2022. They'll be in later on in the next half of the year.
Is Bullet Train the sequel to?
I don't know what you're going to say, but I want it to be.
I can't remember the title, so I ruined it.
Dang it.
What is the one with Denzel Washington? Unstoppable.
Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a good movie.
They stop it.
They did what? It says it's unstoppable.
And that's why they made the sequel.
Man.
We need a sequel with a better.
Isn't
more
John
actors.
Travolta in that? He is. John Travolta.
Was he the bad guy in it?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
Does he shave his head?
I don't know.
Shave
He's
his
bald
head?
now, right?
I think he is.
In real life.
Is he wearing a wig?
I don't know. Wig.
Indina Menzel.
Him and Ned.
So you notice how he eats on screen in basically every role that he plays.
Yeah, the Ocean's movies. All he
The
does is
entire time. You know why he does it?
why?
He cannot stand being on screen, on camera, and not have something to do. He needs to be active.
Yeah.
And he said in Ocean's 11, it made sense that his character would always be eating, and he just kept it going ever since then.
That's awesome.
Do you know there's a whole method behind it? It's called, what's it called? Act eating? Wow. I just went, ooh. How you eat food, but you don't actually eat it. So
Okay.
it's eating or acting like you're eating. And you'll notice it. Okay, so next time you guys are watching a movie and somebody goes to eat food, watch.
They'll never bite it.
They bite it.
But they
it
don't
goes
eat
in
it.
their mouth. They have buckets just off camera that they spit it out in.
No, a lot of times they won't eat it though. You can watch a lot and they'll almost eat it and they'll start talking.
Or they'll put it in their mouth, act like it, and they don't. They cut
because
away.
it's a continuity issue. Like you can't,
Yes, yeah.
like if they use clips from different takes,
yeah.
you don't want to like part of your sandwich to be eaten, but
Gone,
you don't
so-
eat at the same pace.
That's so crazy.
It's wild, man.
Yep, that's it. You want to 3v3 this? We're at an hour and a minute right now.
Oh my gosh. Real quick.
Yeah.
Can I tell you?
Yes.
I don't know. I think this is 2 degrees of separation. I have 2 degrees of separation to Brad Pitt.
What?
I don't know if it's, you tell me the amount of degrees, okay? But I have a connection to Brad Pitt. So whenever I did my first master's in teaching, I had a professor who was Brad Pitt's 4th grade teacher.
No.
Yeah. She taught in Missouri. She had Brad Pitt in class.
No way.
And she was my college professor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Does she remember him?
Yeah, she does. And
She remembers.
I think
him.
I probably
Really?
asked her, like, was he hot? And she goes, I mean, he's a cute kid, but, and then, you know, that's it.
So
And there was another
wild.
story online, or no, somebody I know. Is it somebody I know or watched a video online, which same thing. And they were like playing, like they were, I guess Brad Pitt was in college and he went to like their family reunion, played flag football with them. He was like dating somebody from their family or something.
No way.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's so random.
It's wild, man.
I like it when people that are famous in Hollywood just marry somebody who's not famous in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that so much.
One of the Jonas Brothers dated a girl from Cabot for a long time.
Really?
Yep. The end.
Naturally.
But now you're friends with a Jonas brother. Are you?
Welcome to the party, pal. This is 3v3.
Tyler, remember the title of this is Brad Pitt, Don't Hate Me, Tyler.
Okay.
That's
I'm with you.
That's the title of this.
Okay.
That's our working title.
Okay.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna 3v3 this. You're better at these things. Like your brain is sharper than mine. I need
That's not
time.
true.
I need time. I need
More time.
all right. These are 3 people that could beat up Brad Pitt's Achilles from Troy.
Okay.
Which no. No, these are 3 people that Brad Pitt should fight.
Okay. 'cause
Brad
you wrote
Pitt's
beat up.
Achilles. Yeah, I don't mean that. I don't
Okay,
mean that.
great.
These are 3 people that Brad Pitt's Achilles should fight.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense because I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah. My
It's
first.
okay.
You want to go first? I always give you the first option. But you don't have to.
prepped.
You
You
don't have
prepped.
to.
And
I
make
just
it up.
typed these while we were talking.
I make them up on the spot.
I
so
talked while we were
you go
talking.
first.
I
Gives me
typed
time
while
to
we were
think.
talking. Timothy Chalamet.
Why?
I think he's soft. He weighs like.
I thought
he's
you
like
liked Timothy
95. I'm
Chalamet.
joking. I'm saying because my daughters listen to this and they're going to be furious with me. I'm going to know as soon as they've listened to it because they will call me out on it.
Because they're fans.
They are huge Timmy fans.
Speaking of, because they're girls. They like him. He's like a guy. He's really
Yeah,
scrawny.
yeah.
I saw a thing the other day. And it was it was last night I saw TikTok, and it was this dude says, "Hey guys, why are we getting up to work out at 6 a.m.? Like the two guys that every girl loves is Pete Davidson and Timothy
real.
Chalamet.
Yeah,
and
for
it's like
real.
they're like, what are we doing? We're making the wrong choices.
Sydney has a book on her desk that Cassidy got for her, and it says something about it's like fun facts about my internet husband or my internet boyfriend Timothy Chalamet. And it's like a little book. It's just on her
I have a
desk.
Ryan Gosling coloring book.
Oh my gosh,
It's similar to that.
that's amazing.
So 3 people he should fight.
Yeah, he should fight.
I mean, I think he shouldn't fight Orlando Bloom because Orlando Bloom's the one that killed Achilles, Brad Pitt.
Oh my gosh,
He hit him
You're
with the arrow.
right. He did.
Yeah, but I don't think that wouldn't be fair if he like Legolas. He'd take him out in a second.
Yeah,
'cause he could shoot
Legolas
him.
would take him. Yeah.
It's like he did it as a crappy archer. Why couldn't he do it as a great archer? So I think the Elizabethtown Orlando Bloom should fight him.
Man, oh my gosh.
Isn't that Kirsten Dunst?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the one that made the bad shoes that nobody liked. That
Yeah.
ended up looking like Kobe Yates. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Kobe
you're that
Adidas
fast.
shoes. So
He's that fast.
Sorry.
Okay. I would say, could he please fight either of the Paul brothers, Jake or Logan?
I think him and
You
Logan.
saw what he did to Bruce Lee.
Oh wait, this is Achilles Brad Pitt.
Achilles
Okay.
Brad Pitt. This is Achilles
Great.
Brad Pitt.
No, it's just boxing though, right?
I don't care.
Or are they
fight.
fighting?
No, it's
so
fight
MMA
anyway.
fight.
Fight
so
any way you
Logan
can.
is actually better at wrestling, and so when he boxes, he's using all his upper body. When natural, his tendency is to use his whole body, like actual wrestle, because that's what he
Okay.
did in high school.
Okay.
Jake is a better boxer because one, he's a little bit stockier, and he's been training a lot harder at it. So he's not doing as many podcasts. He's actually training. So I think Jake could
define training a lot harder.
like he hired a professional trainer and trains for like 4 to 6 hours a day.
Tyler knows I disapprove of either of the Paul brothers.
Yeah, and I'm not like a big fan. I just know about them. So
Okay.
I'm trying to be subjective. I said subjective wrong. Which one is the one where it's like just use facts? That's objective.
Factual.
Objective. Subjective is whenever
Objective means
you're
facts.
using your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did use it right last podcast. Okay, great. So I'm just
You
trying to be
weren't wrong.
objective.
You're not wrong, Tyler.
I'm never wrong. Except for when I'm wrong.
Okay.
December.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
You got the next one.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because he's like an MMA guy and he
Please.
acts tough. He tried to fight a guy on Fear Factor. I saw that on a clip back when he had hair.
Oh
And
my
so-
gosh. You know, he was on what was the radio? What was the TV show? Oh my gosh, I used to love it.
News Radio.
News Radio. I loved that
Was
show.
Joe Rogan on it? I
Yes.
made that up.
Yeah, no, he was on it.
Joe Rogan was on News Radio.
Yeah, he was a regular.
With
He had a
Andy
regular
Dick.
yeah.
No way.
He had a regular character. That's what I knew him from.
You're lying.
Before the MMA, he reinvented himself. I'm telling you, like full head of hair. He was an actor. But he played like the dumb guy on there. So I
Okay.
mean, maybe it wasn't acting. I don't really know.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Sorry to all of our Joe
Sorry,
Rogan
all our
fans.
Joe
and listeners.
Rogan. But it doesn't mean we don't like you.
No, it's
It
great.
just means that we think that he has his opinion.
Okay, third person that I think that Achilles Brad Pitt should fight is Harvey Weinstein.
That's good, man.
Could we please get the fight that we have all been dying to see?
That's cool. You skipped my second one, but yeah, that's great, man.
I did know you said
Joe
no,
Rogan.
You said Joe Rogan.
Yeah, you didn't skip me.
No, I didn't.
I said
you
you didn't skip me, and you're saying you skipped me.
We're gonna go back and listen to this.
I messed
All
this
right, your
one up. This
third
one's
one.
my fault.
Your third one.
You fought Harvey Weinstein. He almost fought him.
I know he almost did.
Is this why you put this idea in here? Because you heard me say that?
Yes.
All right. Well, I think he has to fight Gwyneth Paltrow then. With the same haircut. They have to have the same haircut.
How will you know which one is which?
You won't.
You're not gonna be able to
I know.
tell. It's
She's
gonna be like
yoked.
that Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, she does 20 push-ups.
And she founded Goop, so who knows?
Okay. I
She-
think Eric
she's all
Bana. Can I add
natural.
Eric Bana? Because that's who he fought.
Yes,
Yeah.
that'd be amazing.
It's crazy.
See him. Where are they now?
Rip Torn's in that movie. Nobody remembers our references.
We're
Except, are
gonna-
we ending it right now or is this foot race?
we're gonna do.
Can we skip foot race? I don't want to lose to Brad Pitt again. What is this? This foot race.
Who would win in a foot race? Spoiler alert, it's not going to be Danny DeVito because he's slow.
Could you imagine that? Now remember, no, we don't lose. We don't lose this one because Danny DeVito
Danny's
is actually
always
on our
there.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, we can make this is a fast one.
Okay.
This is
Well,
that
see, we did
that
foot
ended-
race
that ended
fast one.
quickly.
That's good.
Brad Pitt in the 100, 200, 400, 800 and mile.
Okay. I'll take him in the 100, the 200,
What?
and the 400. He's not a sprinter. He's a runner. He's a runner. he does run a lot. I know
You're
he
gonna
runs a lot.
you're gonna beat him. I
It's a
won't beat him
sprint.
in any
Yes, you
category.
will. You can
No,
take him in a sprint.
There's no
Yeah, you can.
way.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I believe. You can take him in the 1 and 2.
You okay?
It's
I'll
he's
go
a
with you
long
on
distance
that.
runner. He's an endurance guy. He's in too good a shape to be a sprinter. Okay.
Okay.
He does endurance. So he
you're
runs
saying,
marathons.
all right, we beat him in the 100, 200. You beat him more than that.
And I think we beat him in the 400.
You beat him in the 400.
800, I think he could probably take me now. I'm probably out of shape, even though that was kind of my race for 1 year, 12, 17 years ago.
Okay.
12, 17.
But
Why did it skip?
Danny DeVito doesn't win any.
Oh, he's still arguing with the guy that shot the gun, remember? He never starts running.
What are you doing?
Covers his ears. He's like, my hair only comes over my ears so much.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Hey, we have to Will It Rock this.
Yeah, we're almost out of time. 7 hours ago. Rock, which one? The Rock is 4.
The question on everyone's mind, will it rock?
Okay.
The answer is
ROCK.
probably yes.
Does it rock?
Yeah. Could he be any better if he did something with The Rock?
No. Have they ever been in a movie together?
I don't think so. I'm
Close.
wrong. I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're close, though. They've been in this. The Rock is rumored to be in Deadpool 3, and Brad Pitt was in Deadpool 2 for half a second.
Oh.
So there's a chance they
there's
could
a chance.
almost be connected.
In the same franchise.
They don't really fit. Like, Brad Pitt's more of like, he takes acting seriously, and The Rock,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like doesn't.
No.
I feel like even he's like, he treats even the movies he's in with such contempt that he's there.
Yeah.
I just don't see him being in together.
I don't either.
I could see like if Leonardo DiCaprio, something. Is that
a helicopter?
That's Marine One flying in. Whenever we were in DC, we saw Marine One fly over us.
No
crazy.
way.
It was cool. Just like, hey,
Did you wave?
Papa Joe, throw me that stimmy money.
Mama, come where my
Mama, come Papa Joe. Whenever we, what was I just saying? I forgot completely. I got distracted by Marine One flying overhead, which they can't even hear, so it doesn't make sense. It sounded like a helicopter was landing.
helicopter did
on
land.
our studio.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
It was for Matthew Fox's character.
Matthew Fox did a lot. Oh, yeah, he's
helicopter.
flying in with
Yeah.
the woman. He's like, I should have been in the movie.
You're
doesn't matter.
talking about The Rock. You're talking about how Deadpool.
Such contempt, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I don't know. I quit. I hate myself. It's so stupid.
No one hates you.
Yeah.
love you.
I can see that, like the movie that just came out with Leonardo DiCaprio, Don't Look Up, the Adam McKay movie.
Yeah.
It's like it had a bunch of stars in it that like Timothy Chalamet was in it, Jennifer Lawrence, like all these, Jonah Hill, like Meryl Streep. It's like those movies where it's like they like the concept, they're friends, they know it's gonna be fun, and they heard who else is in it. Leo, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I feel like they could be an Adam McKay movie, like The Big Short or whatever, like where it's like something fun, and then like The Rock pops in as like, as Mark Wahlberg's personal trainer, The Rock. You know what I mean? Like I can feel like them being in it briefly together, but never on scene together. I get
that.
set together.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Because their schedules don't align.
No. The Rock's in the gym.
Yeah. He's got to cook. Cook is a must.
All right, this is Brad Pitt. We've wanted to do this one for a while.
Yeah, we have. I've been asking you to do it since season 1. And
Here we are.
it's what drove us apart.
It's
Because he was
I am learning this now for the first time.
well,
I thought it was because
he was mad because I pronounced Colorado the way it's supposed to.
New Orleans.
New Orleans sounds like something someone in a movie would say. Going down to New Orleans. Like I feel like it like only people.
New York City.
Yeah, that's what I think of. When I think of New Orleans, I like New Orleans is how you say it when you're talking to somebody. When you're playing a character who is stupid in a movie, you say New Orleans.
You're telling me that the way I say
You're
it.
gonna tell me I'm wrong? I'm sorry.
You gotta end it on that. That's good.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Explain Everything podcast. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Explain Everything Podcast. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but you're already here. We love you. No, actually, we're in love with you. Thanks for coming on our TED Talk. Bye.